The LSU running back, Derrius Guice, had an awkward question or two at the Combine, and he talked to Sirius XM NFL Radio and talked about what he was asked. And he was asked about, does he like men? Ask about his mom, if she sold her body, if she was a prostitute. Now, I don't know what the context is of it. And if you have these interview rooms, all you need to say to these NFL teams is, we're recording these because you've made us record them now. If you would like a copy of the interview, when you want to go back over the answers, we're not releasing it to the public. But let's stop with the nonsense where you're asking somebody, do you like men? Was your mom a prostitute? I mean, it's an HR. Somebody gets fired in everyday life with that. But, now, here's the interesting part of this is Derrius Guice has to protect the team now. The team's on the hook, would probably be fined. Maybe they would lose a draft pick. Maybe they wouldn't be allowed to go to the Combine next year. Now they're dependent on him to say, hey, if I'm the commissioner, I'm going to ask Derrius Guice, I'm going to say, I want to talk to you about this. Give me the context of how this was stated. Now, you could have had this. What if somebody says this to you, Derrius, on the field? Now, if that's the context of it, it certainly changes things a little bit, but you're still getting into very specific questions. Did they do that to other? I'm guessing this isn't a one and done, like the one time only you do it. Maybe he's the one who's willing to admit it, but now it's up to him to protect this team. And if I'm the commissioner, I'd like to know. Give me the coach. Give me the team. The Dolphins got accused of this. Didn't they do the Des Bryant interview where somebody asked him if his mom's a prostitute? But if I'm the commissioner, I wouldn't let you go to the Combine next year, or maybe I'd take away a draft pick from you. And I would tell every one of these teams, when you go into the interview room, we are recording them, not for public consumption. And you can use them if you would like to go back and listen to an interview with a player. Yeah, Paul.
And what if Derrius Guice, the running back, ends up doing other interviews and you followed up and said, which team did it? And he tells the team that did it. He could get, that could be a black flag against him as he goes in the league. Oh, this guy's going to be talking about stuff out of school.
Yeah.
Which is, it's not on him, but now it is on him.
Yeah, it puts him in a tricky position there that you got to protect the team. Yes, McLevin.
I was going to ask, they have interviews at pro days and they can fly the guys out, but I feel like they'd never ask a question like that if you flew them out, right? So, because they're still going to interview the guy whether there's a Combine or not. Do you think, say they got rid of the Combine altogether, they still have to interview all these players somewhere, right?
But it feels like it happens at the Combine because that's where you're just going, hey, we can ask this question and, these questions, next guy. But if you bring me in or after your pro day and you sit down with me, chances are if you're going to a pro day or having somebody come into your camp, you're not going to be asking these questions. But, the commissioner eventually has to, call somebody on the carpet here.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.